Could it be true? Is this prisoner really a demon? Before I could think of another possibility, the guard stumbles in with the prisoner. The heavy door creaked open, and in walked a man whose eyes held the weight of a true monster. He sat down across from me, shackled and bruised, yet his gaze remained locked.
Let's get this over with,
he muttered, his voice a gravely whisper that seemed to echo in the sterile room. I glanced down at the file before me, pages filled with gruesome details of his crimes. The man across from me had been convicted of unspeakable acts, the kind that had even made the most hardened officers buckle. I cleared my throat, preparing to initiate the interview. Start from the beginning, I instructed, pen poised over the notepad. He leaned back, a smirk playing on his lips. The beginning, huh? That's a long time ago. I pressed on, determined to unravel the truth behind the darkness that lurked within this man. As he recounted his crimes, there was an unsettling calmness in his demeanor, a detachment from the horrors he described. But as the minutes passed, I couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more beneath the surface. Abruptly, he stopped speaking and fixed his gaze on me. His eyes glowed an unnatural shade, a flicker of crimson that sent a chill down my spine. I blinked, convinced it was a trick of the light, but the glow remained.
What's the matter, officer? You look like you've seen a ghost,
he sneered. I composed myself, attributing the strange phenomenon to stress or exhaustion. Yet as the interview continued, the man exhibited increasingly unsettled behavior. His movements became fluid, almost serpentine, as if he could slip through the cracks of reality itself. The air in the room thickened, and a foul odor, like sulfur, filled the air. I pressed the intercom button, signaling for the guard to join me. As the door swung open, the prisoner's eyes bored into the approaching officer. I caught a glimpse of something otherworldly in his gaze, a darkness that seemed to reach out and coil around the guard.
Get out,
the prisoner hissed, his voice now low, sinister growl. The guard stumbled backward, terror etched across his face. The room seemed to darken as an unseen force took hold. The prisoner's chains rattled, and a low, otherworldly growl filled the air. I watched in horror as the man's features contorted, his face elongating into a grotesque mask that bore no resemblance to the human form. The guard, now paralyzed with fear, fumbled for his radio.
We need backup in here,
his voice trembling. The possessed man grinned, revealing rows of sharp, inhuman teeth. With a swift motion, he snapped his restraints like twigs and lunged at the guard. The room erupted into chaos as the supernatural force unleashed itself. In those harrowing moments, I realized that the crimes detailed in the file were not the acts of a man, but the acts of a demonic entity. As the room descended into madness, I could only pray after witnessing such an event. I've had my fair share with ghosts and ghouls, but nothing like Inmate 1-8.